sword and axe and sword, and I can see another axe, I think. Although they might be spear axes, which I think are actually called halberds. No, I don't think that's right. It might be though, I can't remember. Lots of axe things and swords. Very good, Master Elfinu. They are the fathers of Ishgard. Ah, Nidhogg, that's it. The brave knights who joined with King Thordan I to put down Nidhogg and found this great nation. Ours is a city rich in history and tradition, and there is much you can learn by exploring the pillars. Time permitting, of course. Ooh. Wouldn't be a video if I didn't yawn. Now then, if you would follow me to the jeweled Eorzea, I shall introduce you to Mistress Eorzea, our master of the markets. And you'll vanish again? No? It's going to be a non-vanishing cutscene? You can leave me here? Don't know why I couldn't continue with yous, but okay. Oh, I can actually use the teleporter for the first time. Well, first time it'll be useful. And apparently you can go in there. The jeweled Eorzea. Look at how much time that has saved. If you want to buy something, let me do the talking. I could haggle for Ul'dah. Yeah, I remember that. Not a single scorched stone in sight. To watch these merchants going about their business, one would think the dragons had never attacked. I present to you Mistress Elise. Perhaps you would like to say a few words. Yes, I could do that. With her kettle. Well, you're clearly not locals or travelling peddlers, which makes you all... Ah, wards of the House Fortar. How very interesting. I thought you were going to not use that. Count Edmund has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard for as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, we have need of sundry goods, hence our desire to make your acquaintance. That is, of course, assuming you are content to accept the custom of foreigners. Should you be uncomfortable... Young sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. If you have the coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? Weapons, armour, accoutrements, medicines, materials, whatever you desire, it can be found at the Eorzea. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you, as you shall soon see. Our next destination is Aetheryte Plaza in Foundation, if everyone is ready. Bye! I'll just stay here again. A warm welcome to you, sir. Please feel free to visit our many shops. You're bound to find something to satisfy your every need. I know I could have teleported there, but I just felt like running into this one. I think I've already attuned to this one, haven't I? Yep. Well, there is only 2 left, so I may as well grab them, right? Or I'm going to walk right past him, so let's not. Oh, I've already attuned myself to the Aetheryte. I trust you have as well. course, it was the first thing I did. Do you ever get a funny tingling feeling when you attune to an aetheryte? Or is it just me? No? So it is just me. Yeah, you get used to it. And here we have the Foundation's Aetheryte Plaza. If you have yet to attune to the aetheryte, it would be wise you do so now. What we got? So it's 5 500s or one of these cool things. What we got? Lancet Dragoon, Pugilist Monk, Rogue Nin. I'm gonna get that simply because it's a feather. Ah, that's disappointing. Very disappointing indeed. Boo. Your guide is eager to continue your tour of Ishgard. As for our next destination, perhaps we should decide together. What else can be found nearby? Well, the Skysteel manufactory stands to the west. There our engineers conceive and manufacture weapons to use against the dragons. The holy stables where chocobos are trained for war also lie in that direction. To the north and east can be found the congregation of our knights most heavenly. While to the south and east, well, it would be best if you avoided that area. Why? And why is that? I fear our knights might not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels, Master Alphinu. Hold your nose when you pass the broom, little lord. A delicate flower like you is to wilt in our fumes. You misjudge me, sir, for I am no lord, but a humble traveller. Oh, come to see the sights, have you? Take a turn down the hop lawn and go up to the statues. Well, if you're a mind to learn how the better half live, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Knight. If your nursemaid will let you. My humblest apologies, Master Alphinu. Pray pay the drunken lout no mind. Oh, but I must. I would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this Forgotten Knight for myself. I trust you see the wisdom in this, Alex. There are few sources of information more abundant than a bustling local hostelry. Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who can say what we might learn of recent events? But I'm coming too. Wow, he just doesn't even look at her. Where we're going? Haha, I have to pass by an aetheryte I don't have. Sorry, an aether shard. Oh, good, I've got wheelchair access. Very steep wheelchair access, I'll give you that, but still have access. No, no, let's not go the wrong way. Let's go the right way. Hello. I wonder what that is then. It's to do with hunts, so maybe it's just unlocking the level 50 plus ones. If you think this is a dragon, don't worry, it's not. It's something else. Must say this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern. We but recently arrived in Ishgard, and are eager to acquaint ourselves with the more notable establishments, Master. Gibralot. Just Gibralot will do. I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it'll live up to your expectations, but if it's a decent food and drink you're after, you could do much worse. Judging by the number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I could not help but note a difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors. Spotted that, did you? High up there you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty nights and so forth, dropping in on their way to or from somewhere else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks from the room, they tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suited to their tastes. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality wine, but not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourselves. You speak of the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the broom, if I may ask? 'Cause when the weather's foul and the broom rolls in thick, it's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it. I see. And it's not just the weather. Why, when the wyverns broke through the walls and started tearing up the city, it was the broom that got the worst of it, while the pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and their temple knights. More than a few people are still sore about that, mind, which is why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you keep your wits about you if you meet to go below, and something sharp in your boots, just to be sure. I shall take your words to heart, my good sir. Master Alphino, I think it would be best if we return to Fortarm Manor. You go on ahead without me. I'm staying for a drink or two. I didn't know you were a drink. Mr. Taru, I'm afraid this is out of the question. My lord the Count would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place, least of all a maiden. What are you up to, Tataru? Look around, Alphino. This tavern's full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. With a friend like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed, but will you be safe here on your own? Oh, please! Do you know how often I looked after the waking sands and the rising stones by myself? If I had a guild for every unwelcome caller I've driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine. Not that I doubt the lady's net for fending off unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on a patron in my establishment. That settles it then. Tataru, Alex, I shall return to the manor for now. Contact me by link pearl if you require assistance. I will. I can't. Bye. Don't worry, Alex. If there's any news of our friends, I'll find it. Being challenged into a match. There's an innkeep. Oh, cool. So there's a new innkeep. Purchase weapons. What we got? Lots of swords. Many swords. Dark swords. You're not from around here, are you? Well, me neither. It's good to have a few more unfamiliar faces about the place. I heard that voice because he's old. Ow! Silence. I wonder if he could be the Dark Knight. Oh, how I wonder. Find another table. This one's taken. Yes, sir. Let's go and get this last thing. This music's really nice. It's really calming. Yeah. You've attuned yourself to all the Ethernet shards in Ishgard. The gates of judgment are now accessible as an Ethernet destination. Stop throwing snowballs at her, you dick! Stop throwing snowballs at me! If I could lock onto you, I'd throw one at you. Hup, I see a person. I want to talk to that person. Thought to take a stroll through the broom and remind yourself how good you've got it. I swear, you people. I can't feel the pain in my arm anymore. Can't feel much of anything. It's good, right? Well, this place looks like a great bastion of hope and joy. But that's always the way that it works. You go to where the upper class live and it's lovely. Not so much where the rest of the people live. Right, so where do we want to go? To that one, which is called... that one, I'm guessing? If not, it'll be close. Nope. Actually, why not? We'll try again. Tribunal. Close. We're going from one side to the other. The last vigil? Ah, there we go. It was the last vigil. I went in a full circle there. Welcome, Master Bellius. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yes, please. Tell us then, Master Alphino, does Ishgard meet with your expectations? That which I implied pales in comparison to the reality. I felt the weight of 1,000 years of history with every step I took, and when those steps took me past the scars left by the wyverns in Foundation, I understood how easily this history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating, casualties unspeakable. The wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men and children, and women, even children, were given no quarter. Sir Emmerich has ordered his knights to strengthen our defences, and each house has been called upon to lend what support it can. There is so much to be done, yet alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Mayhap we could be of assistance, my lord. After all you've done for us, we would welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. That is a most generous offer, Master Alphino. You are guests in my home, to whom I have extended my hospitality without obligation. Let or lien. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you are willing to aid our cause, I cannot well refuse. Good. What would you ask of us? From what I have heard, you are an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove useful to us in our effort to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contacts, and so on. And you can kill things. As for you, Master Bellius, I could ask for no better than a storied veteran such as yourself, a man with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed. To aid our Toyril and Manalayan in their duties. I beg your pardon? I am more than capable of carrying out my duty by myself. I have no need of our honoured guest's assistance. Now, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero offered to do his work? Hold your tongues, by the Fury. The two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting your station and show Master Ballius the respect he deserves. This is the man who slew Gaius von Balsia, and some half-dozen primals besides. He is not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand boy.